Welcome to another Fast Tips video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. We're continuing with the association database. This is part 8. We're going to build the demographics form, which will become a subform. Then I'll show you how to switch subforms between the contact subform and the demographics subform by manipulating the SourceObject property of that subform control. Lots of cool stuff today. Okay, time to get started with part 8, and so we're going to begin by copying part 7 like we always do. Every day we're going to start the same way. Get in the habit of doing that like I mentioned yesterday. Alright, part 8. Okay, today we're going to work on the demographics. We've got the demographic table coming up. And these are all pretty much IDs that relate to either the person or to helper table type stuff. So we're going to have a bunch of combo boxes in here. And the other field that we need is a date of birth. Now, this is going to be a one-to-one relationship with the person table. That means each person is going to have one and only one record in the demographic table. So we're going to use a single form, but we're going to put that single form in the subform on the person form. So when you open up the person, okay, this will show up here and have their demographic information when we switch to it, which we're going to do eventually. Maybe not today, but we're going to get to that. Okay, so when you open it up, you're going to see just the one record. You can't go flipping through them. Okay? Okay. So since it's a single form, we'll borrow the single F. I'll copy and paste that. Control-C, Control-V. Demographic F. There we go. Let's go to Design View. And we're going to first change the data source, the record source, which is going to be the demographic T. Okay. Okay, now if we look at the fields, which actually we can look at them right here on the thing. All right, that's our auto number, which we don't really need on the form. Here's our person ID. And again, we don't really need it since this is going to be a subform. And the subform is going to force that relationship. Okay, as long as it sees a person ID. All right, so we don't even need that on the form. So really all we need is date of birth and then a bunch of combo boxes. So let's get rid of the ID. This is going to be date of birth. Okay, which is going to be control source, date of birth. Make sure you copy that to the name. Format's going to be short date. Remember, I use the ISO standard, so it doesn't need to be that big. Want to have their age pop up over here? We'll do that in the extended cut. How's that sound? Now, the rest of these fields are all going to be combo boxes based on helper data, and we already have that built, don't we? Person T, right here, right? Combo box. We're just going to go into here, Design View. We're going to copy that, come over here, and paste it. Okay, so we got our person type, which we're going to change this in a minute. What's the next one? We've got gender ID. So this is going to be gender. Okay, slide this over like this. Now, we're getting a little warning message here in the green thing because this field doesn't exist in this table. That's okay. We're going to change it. Control source to gender ID. This will now become gender combo. And we have to change the SQL, remember? We got to go to data, and we got to figure out of the helper types, which one is gender. Well, that's type 3. Okay, so we're going to come in here, edit our SQL, Shift F2, and change that to 3. And that's it. Save it, close it. Let's close this. And let's open up the demographic form to see what we got. Okay, looks good. Drop that down. There's our gender. Okay, what else we got? We've got marital status, occupation, educational ID, and ethnicity. I'm going to do them right now. And through the magic of editing, I'm going to make it go fast so you don't have to watch me do it all in real time. Ready? Here we go. Gender, marital status, location, occupation, education level, and ethnicity. Then we got to put data in for each of those. So what do we got? 6. We got occupations. Let's see a list of popular occupations. I'll ask ChatGPT. Okay, that's interesting. We'll go salesperson, cashier, Food prep. Let's see, office clerk. Registered nurse. And that's good enough for me. Education level would be some high school. Finished high school. Some college. 2-year degree. 4-year degree. More. Okay, good enough. 8 ethnicities. Well, this is interesting. I asked ChatGPT for a list of ethnicities for an employment application, and it said it's not appropriate to ask for an individual's ethnicity on an employment application. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't do that. All right, I switched it around. And I said, how about for the census? And so here's what the U.S. Census Bureau gets. So we'll put some of those in there. All right, we're white, black. I'm just keeping it simple. Native American, Asian, Hawaiian, and that's good enough. Or we'll do Hispanic there. Okay, good enough. So that's all our helper data. Now we got to go make the combo boxes. All right, so this is going to be, we got gender, marital status, occupation, education level, ethnicity. Get them all nice and tight. Okay, marital status, occupation, education. I'll just change it to marital so it fits. There. And ethnicity. All right, these are the tough parts here. So marital status, we gotta open this up. Change this to marital status ID. This to marital status combo. I'm gonna do all these first and we'll change all the data sources. All right, occupation, combo, educational level, combo, ethnicity, combo. All right, so this one here, we gotta go to data now. And marital status is 4. Occupation is 6. Education level is 7. Ethnicity is 8. Okay. What else am I missing? Demographic T. We got our notes and our date created, right? So we don't need to put date created on every single form. We do need our notes. So let's go over here. Because the date created gets stored in the table whether you use it or not. Copy, paste, notes. Okay. Save it. Open it up. Looks good. And now we're ready to go back to regular speed. Wow, that's the first time I did something like that where I did a little fast play in the middle of a video. And you can really hear the typing and the coming in and out of the sound with the background noise. I'm not sure how to get rid of that. So I'm still playing with new microphones, by the way, folks. So from what I've been told, you guys are about 50-50 split on my microphone selection between the toner mic and the Blue Yeti. So right now I'm using the toner mic, which I thought did a better job of noise cancellation, but maybe it doesn't work so well in fast forward. All right, so this is the demographic F, okay? And in our person form, we've got the contact F in here. All right, if we look at this guy, don't click in here. Don't go to the inside of the combo or the subform. You want the frame around the outside, that border right there. You want to double click on that. And you can see right here, there's a property called SourceObject. That's where you get your data from in here. Okay? Now, if I were to change this to the demographic form that we just built, look at that, it's switched. Okay? And I'm going to save it and close it. And now open it up. And now look, I get that. Okay? And in fact, while I'm thinking about it, we can turn all these things off because we don't need them on this form. And that's done in here in Design View. Right? We don't need the record selector. We don't need the navigation buttons. And we don't need the scroll bars. Whoops. Come here. Neither. Okay? All right. Open it up. There you go. Now, if I pick some stuff in here, all right, this is Bev Crusher. So female, divorced, registered nurse. Okay, so if I go to somebody else now and come back, look at those things stayed in there because in the demographic T, all right, that person ID is saved because of the relationship. And again, in older versions of Access, you couldn't get away with this. You had to put the actual person ID in here and set it as the default value pointing to this person ID. But now you don't, in the newer versions, I don't know what version they added this in. It was a while ago. But if you're using like 2007 and later, this works. Okay? Now, how do we switch between different subforms in here? Well, I've got another video called Vehicle Maintenance where I show how to do this. All right, here's one subform, here's another subform, and we make a couple of labels that you can click on to switch between them, and it changes that source object property using some VB code. One line of code is all you need. That's why I always say a little bit of VBA Makes the heart grow fonder. I don't know, whatever that phrase is. I also cover it in my Access Developer Level 21 class. So this is kind of a little more advanced thing. Actually, I think I waited to cover it for a while, but I should have covered it sooner. It's not that advanced. It's one line of code. You'll see in just a second. Here we go. So we'll take a couple labels. I already got one here for contact history, so I'm just going to copy and paste this one. Copy. Whoop, what'd I do? Paste, paste. Okay, I got two of them. All right, so this one will be demographics. And this one will be contacts. Contacts. Okay. Now, since we're going to actually use them for something, I'm going to give them good names. And I'm going to center the text in them. There we go. Okay. So this guy is going to be contact label. And this one will be demographics label. I like to try to keep them singular. I know. All right, and you can add whatever color formatting and prettiness you want to them. Let's see, contacts are what? What color's contacts? All right, it's like reddish, so we'll do reddish for this one. Like that. We'll do demographics as blue. Whoops, didn't mean to click on you. We'll go that color blue. Okay. And then all we need is one line of code. All right, now what's the name of this control here? It's contact F. I know it's contact F. Let's change the name of the control. Let's call this subform. Subform control. All right, the name of this control is subform control. CTL subform, if you like that naming better. Okay, so it's going to be subform control dot source object equals whatever you want. So for demographics, event on click. All right, subform control dot source object equals demographic F, and then we'll copy this, and then we'll go over to the other guy on click, and we'll do that and say contact F. See? Each of those labels changes the source object. And then in the default settings, put the one you want to be in there when you start up the thing. So I'm going to go back to contacts because that seems to be the most popular one. Form contact F. We'll start with that. Okay? Save it. Close it. Close it. Open somebody up. And click. Look at that. Isn't that neat? See? And in the extended cut, we'll do a little something extra with these. When we click on it, maybe we'll make it bold or change color or something. I don't know. Okay, that's pretty handy, right? We'll do a couple more of these because we got what else we got? We've got attendance, maybe the person's timeline for sure. Donations. We could do an order list. You could do memberships. You can do all these things as subforms in here. All right, so you want to see this person's attendance, you click attendance, and it shows you their attendance history without opening other forms up. And the relationships are nice and neat. It's all handled inside the subform relationship. Okay? Okay. I also do this with the tabs and stuff in a lot more detail in my ABCD part 2, where you can see here we got different tabs here. Email addresses, so you get multiple email addresses, multiple phone numbers, multiple addresses, what groups people are in, relationships with other people, right? This is this person's parent, this is this person's supervisor, and then it creates the opposite relationship when you add one. All kinds of cool stuff. This is like my top of the line, like the database I'm building. All right, so check this out. I'll put a link to it down below if you're interested in more information. Okay, in the extended cut today, we're going to do something really cool. Now, in the extended cut for part 7, I showed how to open up the helper form by double-clicking on a combo box where you can add a value. And then when this closes, it would open up this guy and drop the box down so you could pick the new value. But there's a problem with Access where that onGotFocus event that we used doesn't fire if this control is in a subform, which this is. So we're going to spend a lot of time today. I'm going to pull a trick out from my ABCD database that I built that shows you how to do this. We're going to open up the selector form, pick a value or type a new one in or whatever, hit our own save and close button, which is going to remember what combo box called it, and then set the value. And that's really cool. And it's about like maybe 10, 15 lines of code, but it's not super hard. I'll show you how to do it. And then, then we'll display the age right here where that's easy. That's just one function. Okay, so that's in the extended cut. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos, and gold members can download these databases. So there you go. There's your fast tip for today, part 8. See you for part 9. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click on the bell icon to select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Make sure you click the Show More link down below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Even if you don't want to become a member, feel free to donate to my tip jar. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got puppies to feed. How do you become a member? Click on the Join button below the video. After you click the Join button, you'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks. Silver members and up will get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class each month, and more. Gold members get access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault, where I keep tons of different functions that I use. You'll also get a higher priority if you decide to submit any tech help questions to me, and you'll get one free expert class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks, plus even higher priority for tech help questions, access to all of my full beginner courses for every subject, and one free developer class each month after you finish the expert classes. These are the full-length courses found on my website, not just for Access too. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, and lots more. You can now become a Diamond sponsor and have your name or company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown in each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. But don't worry, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access. It's over 4 hours long, and I just updated it for 2021. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below that you can click on. And also, if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. Yep, that's all, $1, and it's free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level, even supporters. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page on my website. You can send me your question there. While you're on my site, feel free to stop by the Access Forum. Lots of good conversations happening there. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Once again, my name is Richard Ross. Thank you for watching this tech help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something today. I'll see you again soon.